Is your spouse controlling? Hey there, I'm Sharon Pope. I help women who are struggling in lonely and disconnected marriages get the confidence and clarity they need to either fix the struggles in their marriage or be able to move forward without regret. If you like what you hear, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. My client's husband is pretty controlling. So she really wants him to be able to hear her and understand what she's saying without just automatically discounting it or demeaning her in the process. She wants him to show up more carefree and relaxed inside the relationship and within the family. She wants him to not monitor every dollar she spends and then ask, did you really need to spend that? She wants him to realize that her approach to anything, while it might be different than his, is not necessarily wrong. It's just different. And she'd really like it if you wouldn't bring all that controlling energy into how he parents their son together. The problem is that she wants him to be a completely different person than who he is. So let's talk about controlling energy. Being controlling is not a behavioral issue. It is a result of when we don't feel safe in our environment. I mean, that can be being human being on this planet. When we don't feel safe, what we reach for in order to feel safe is control. Control of the circumstances around me. And oftentimes those circumstances include people. So underneath the behavior of being controlling is some fear around not feeling safe in their life in some way, shape, or form. But here's the problem. No one is on this planet to be controlled by another human being. I don't care if we're talking about your parents or your siblings, they're not here to be controlled by you. Our kids, believe it or not, are not here to be controlled by us. Your boss at work, not here to be controlled by you. Your friendships, they're not here so that you can control them. And our spouses are the same way. No one is on this planet, in this life, at this time, to be controlled by another human being. They came here, they are in this life so that they can create their life experience, not the life experience of what someone who's living in fear needs them to do so that they can feel safe. So here's the issue. My client had been stuck in indecision for a long time, and she hadn't made any progress on seeing if the relationship could evolve. But the reason for that is that she was feeding or addressing the behavior of the controlling behavior. So for instance, when she would share her perspective and he thought she was wrong, she would try to explain to him, look, just because I see this differently doesn't mean that I'm wrong and you're right. No, it does, right? They never got anywhere. Where she would really want to be heard and not discounted. Well, when she kept consistently getting discounted, she just backed away and she just stopped sharing. Right? So she was trying to address the behaviors. That to me is the equivalent of trying to put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound, right? You can look like you just did something beneficial for that gunshot wound, but it didn't solve anything, did it? So you've got to get at what is underneath the behavior. And when you can solve that, when you get at that root cause, now change can actually happen. So once she realized where this behavior was coming from, now she could have a different conversation with her husband, right? Now she could have a conversation where she's able to set healthy boundaries for herself along the lines of, look, if you are willing to, seek some assistance with why you have the urge to be controlling, then maybe we have a hope. But if you're not willing or interested in doing that, then we don't really have anything to work on, because what she knew for sure was that she did not want to be in a controlling marriage, period. Right? So she was able to set that boundary for herself, and now he gets to choose. Are you willing to address whatever is going on within you that is causing the controlling behavior? Right? So that's how the conversation changed, the actions changed, and real change became a possibility for them, where just addressing the behaviors did not result in any kind of new possibility for them. So it's really important, whatever the issue is inside the relationship, if there's something like control or something else that's going on inside the relationship, don't stop at the behavior level. Don't try to change the behavior. Understand why the behavior is happening. What is the root cause of what's happening? And when you can do that, that's when you can create change, right? And whether this client chooses to remain in her marriage or not, her husband working on what is causing the urge to control, that can help him. If he works on that, that can help him in so many ways, right? And even if she ended the marriage, he's always going to be their child's father. And she wants him to be as healthy as he can possibly be. So she has nothing to lose by just inquiring, are you willing to work on the root cause? Right? Then we get beyond good behavior. All right. If you would like to explore, if you are struggling in your marriage and you want to explore whether or not there's a fit for you and I to work together, I would encourage you to go to clarityformymarriage.com. And from there, you can fill out an application and we can see if it makes sense for us to have a conversation and explore working together. If you like what you heard, I hope you will subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to be notified every time a new video is posted, in the upper left corner on the next screen, you will see a red icon. You click that icon, and every time we post a new video, you'll be notified. Until next time, take good care.